Well, November is over, and December has finally begun, and you guys know what the heck that means. Well, aside from my birthday coming out this month and a few Oscar movies coming out in December, it means it's 2 weeks till Christmas, baby! Much like everyone else in the entirety of the United States, I love Christmas. I love the joy of opening presents. I love the joy of singing holiday songs. And you know what tops it all off for me? Watching Christmas movies. Elf, It's a Wonderful Life, the Charlie Brown Christmas Special, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. But today, we're not gonna review a Christmas movie this time. But if you want a really good Christmas movie to watch, go watch my review of Krampus. It's fantastic, as well as it is underrated. But since nothing interesting came out like 2 weeks ago, we're gonna review something that came out last weekend that has been already getting a lot of Oscar buzz. Right now, we are reviewing Guillermo del Toro's The Shape of Water. Now, Guillermo del Toro is the guy who basically takes basic and straightforward ideas, but does them in a visually fantastic way. He takes a simple Alice in Wonderland movie and creates a masterpiece with Pan's Labyrinth. He uses the generic monster-fighting monster routine and makes it into a very fun time at the movies with Pacific Rim. However, I did not see Crimson Peak, so I got no say in that movie. And now we are here with Guillermo del Toro's latest film, The Shape of Water. In this movie, the film takes place in 1962 Baltimore, where the Cold War between the US and the Russians are still happening, homophobia is still becoming a very big problem, and racism especially as well is becoming a big issue. The movie focuses on Sally Hawkins, who plays the character Eliza, a mute cleaning lady who works for a very top secret governmental facility with your friend Zelda, played by Octavia Spencer. So what's going on in the film is that the government has tracked down this amphibian-like man that they call an asset, and Michael Shannon, being the leader of this entire program, is working as well with the government to study it, or in this case, dissect it or destroy it. However, things start to change. When Sally Hawkins meets up with this amphibious creature, they start developing a relationship that will start out pretty sweet and charming, but as the film goes on, it will take a dramatic turn for the worst. How high are the stakes in this movie? You have to see it for yourself, because I'm not telling you anything else. In all seriousness, guys, let's stop beating around the bush. This movie's getting a lot of Golden Globe and Oscar buzz, and deservingly so. Because like I said before, Guillermo del Toro can take very basic concepts and make them visually magnificent. Because with Guillermo del Toro, he takes interesting concepts, basically the Beauty and the Beast storyline, but does it 10 times more. He excels on the look of the film, he excels on the details. The production design of the 1960s setting in Baltimore looks fantastic. Everything from the government facility, to homes, to theaters, and even apartments, even to like basic diners. They look spot on perfect. I'm gonna get this out of the way real quick. Sally Hawkins is freaking amazing. You can really tell that for her character, she really had to play a mute person that had to learn sign language. And I can guarantee you, all the lessons that she took to learn about this type of language throughout like a course of like a few years, she does it excellently in this movie, and I hope she gets nominated or wins Best Actress in the Oscars. I'm not saying it as a possibility, I hope it's a surefire thing. Other actors like Octavia Spencer, Richard Deakins, they deliver great performances, and they also give out some laughs. They get some laughs, but they're so perfect and heartwarming. However, you can say how cartoonish he is, I don't care, he knocks it out of the park with his character. Michael Shannon. Like, when he walks up on screen, you can tell that every time he's on screen, every time his presence come up, you can tell he means business. He gives it an extra amount of performance to make the character way more better than it has any right to be. And that is why you hire an actor like Michael Shannon. And Doug Jones, who was recently in The Bye-Bye Man, he basically plays the creature from the Black Lagoon looking thing. It's just flat out great. Another factor I'm gonna give The Shape of Water is how much of a stunningly beautiful movie this is. I was literally taken in by the opening shot. It opens up with a dolly track underwater like a house. Once you combine the cinematography with the color palette and the production design and the visuals in its entirety, you can just basically take one of the shots, put it up in an art museum somewhere. That is how perfect the visuals are in this. The film at the same time also has a very well utilized score from Alexandre Desplat. I'm not gonna even pretend I pronounced that correctly. And with the score provided, it's just a fantastic score. And sometimes when Alexandre Desplat's score isn't really going on, the film uses very cute and charming music that came out in the 60s, and that music as well works a lot like the Alexandre Desplat score. And furthermore, just the love story itself is so dynamic and it's kind of sweet and charming. You can see the relationship grow. You can see them fall for each other in certain occasions. And the direction is so perfect that it does it without being cheesy or just goofy. The chemistry between these two is actually genuine and just very well executed. And how do you get that film executed very well? You get a guy like Guillermo del Toro to do that for you. Because he will take anything and say, okay, but let's do it better. Guys, I mean, you're probably gonna be watching Star Wars in like a couple of days, but in all seriousness, everyone, please go see this movie. This is one of those types of movies that never really gets made anymore. Now, the film doesn't open nationwide until like the 22nd of December. I'm kind of reviewing it early because I cut it at an early screening in my area. So I'm telling you, after you go see Star Wars The Last Jedi in like a couple of days, go see Guillermo del Toro's The Shape of Water. And I'm just saying it right now, this is a better Beauty and the Beast movie than the Beauty and the Beast that came out this year. And of course, The Shape of Water gets a 5 out of 5. Alright guys, that is my review of The Shape of Water. Comment below, let me know what you thought about the movie. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. If you want to see more reviews like this, be sure to subscribe for more. My name is Luke Nukem, and you, my friends, have been blown away.